It's not every day you get to see a knife with the quadro spring lock. What you're about to see could possibly be the definitive WhizBang Wednesday knife.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias.
Well, this is what happens when you're out there on eBay late at night and you're just kind of browsing. I came across this knife and I saw it and it's like, I never seen anything like this before. And I said, I should buy it. And then I just kept going. It's like, you don't need that. Don't buy that. Just keep going. And then I kept going and I kept scrolling and I kept thinking, you want to go back. You want to go back. You want to get that knife. You want to get that knife. It's only, it's like, oh, wow. All right, fine. I'll go back. I'll get it. I know I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And I bought it without looking it up. That usually what I do when I see something like that is like, well, before you go and snag it, because there is a buy it now price on it, and it's like, before you go and snag it, maybe you should go and see if someone else has a buy it now price on it. But this was so weird looking that I really did not think I would see it anywhere else. Fortunately, the price I paid was less than the buy it now prices that I was seeing all over the place, which was good, because I would have been really upset if I would have paid the highest price for this and found out later that, oh no, you can get that thing for 15 bucks. Any case, here it is. Steampunk knife. I wasn't looking for a steampunk knife. I was just looking for anything out there. And I saw it and it's like, gotta get it. And by some company named Stek, S-T-E-K. Never heard of the company either. So, and I don't know what else they do. And I love the warning on the back of the box here. I did not see this originally, but let's take a look at this. Is not the cancer warning. Read this. This is so cool. To be used for decoration only. Using this item for any other purpose can result in injury or death. So I'm guessing I probably should not try and cut up my steak with this or open a package with this. But what's even funnier is the bottom one here. Keep this bag away from babies and children. There was no bag. Do not use in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. That's probably good advice. The thin film may cling to a nose or mouth and prevent breathing. Excuse me, there's a knife in the box. Don't you think that probably doesn't belong in a playpen also? All right, let me zoom back out. Anyway, you already saw a little bit of a preview of the knife, but here it is. And I got to tell you, for what it is, it's made pretty well. Now, obviously, the steel quality is probably not the best in the world. I'm almost positive this is pot metal. It's not brass, but I do like the kind of anodized finish that they have on this. Is like a gold anodized finish, and it's flat, and it looks pretty cool. And if you notice the shield here, or whatever the decoration you want to call it, it's actually pinned in place. This is actually pinned. Those are torque screws holding this thing down. You don't see that too often. Most shields are just glued in place. That's what I was expecting, but this is pinned in place. It's held together with torque screws. Don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's got a really nice grain to it. It also has some cutouts in there, which are kind of cool. All adding to the steampunk look to it. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to paint the little cutouts here, make them more accented so it'll come up pretty well. Backside has a nice pocket clip. I guess it would work, but I'm not sure how well it would work with the springs on the front there. We'll get to that in a second. But it is a strong pocket clip on there. The interesting thing is this is not like a flipper knife or anything. There's nothing there for flipping. You do have some cutouts here, which would make it easy to grab, but really where you're grabbing it is with the nail nick if you want to. The blade has a black finish. It's kind of a glossy or kind of a satin black finish, and it has a decoration on there. But the cool thing is these springs actually add tension to this to keep the blade closed. See? Got to get it up a bit. Once you get it to about the halfway point, it kind of releases. It's not a half stop. It's just kind of lazy. You can wiggle it around. But when you bring it all the way around, I don't know if you can see it there, but let's go here and you might be able to see it. You see there, it's got a cutout on the blade there. And we can definitely, if we get that open a bit, we can see it. See there? It got a nice little catch there. And it locks up nice and tight. Tighter than many knives that I have come across. And that blade is also snug. There's no wobble in this or anything else. So it's just a decoration, right? But I think it's a pretty functional knife. I think it has an edge. Don't know how strong of an edge it is. Let's see how well it cuts. I'm really not expecting it to do anything, but actually, you know, that's actually pretty smooth. That is pretty smooth. And it holds. It's got a boy dent here on the liner lock, or the back lock. I guess it's a back lock, almost a mid lock. It's a little further back, but it has the boy dent like you find on Spyderco's, so that's pretty cool too. Got a hole there. Could you attach a third spring? I don't know, but you pull up. That is definite tension. Let's see, snap. Look at how far that's pulling those springs down. And they're held in place by torque screws there, and then they're hooked in on the bottom here. See, there's a little cutout there, and it's hooked on the bottom. So I suppose if they were to wear out, you could actually replace the springs. So I get it that it's really more of a decoration, and it's an oddball knife, but it's a functioning knife. It actually would work. It feels good in the hand too. All in all, I mean, it feels okay. You got the little space there for your finger to drop. That's on both sides. If you wanted to, you could probably drill new holes on the other side here if you wanted to reverse the pocket clip, but see the little doohickey lines on there? That kind of matches the blade there. I tell you, all in all, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think they did a really good job for basically what's a fantasy knife, you know, a steampunk knife. You know what? I'm going to have to say for what this is, I'm really impressed. This is, you know, it feels solid. It feels solid. This is better than a lot of other gas station knives I've ever bought, and really kind of cool looking. So I'm going to give this one, you know, all right, for usefulness, I'll give it a C-. There's a lot of better knives out there for cutting up your steak or anything like that. I don't know how well this black coating is going to last. I have no idea what the edge retention is on this. I'm sure it's either 420 or 440, most likely 420 steel. But all in all, I'm kind of impressed with it for what it is. I mean, yeah, C+ for actual usefulness, but for gas station-y or for fantasy or something, you know, if you're looking for something really an oddball knife, I'm giving this one, somewhere around an A, a solid A. You're not going to find something like this too often. And at $15, it was really a steal. And they're still out there on eBay. Not all of them are $15, but they're out there. And to me, for my oddball knives, this fits right in. And I've got quite a few oddball knives. So, and for fantasy and stuff like that, yeah, I'm really impressed with this one. So that's my thoughts on it. The Steampunk by Steck, look it up. How many of them can there be, really, seriously? Anyway, I will talk to you again later.
Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.